Guys, it's Stan, and today we're going to do a review video. I'm actually going to be posting two today. Here's a link to the other one, and this is the first one of the two, and we're going to do a review on the Triad. Now, the Triad is a wonderful blaster. I really like it, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And for now, we're just going to do a size comparison. A lot of people look at this as a beefed-up Jolt, which is exactly what it is. It's a lot larger. It's not a Jolt with two extra barrels. It's just larger in general. If you take this, if I align the two bottoms of the plunger rods, the priming mechs, this barely reaches up to the first barrel, which shows you how large this thing is. This thing is a massive blaster comparatively to the Jolt. Still a very small blaster and compact enough. A lot of people like the Jolt because it's so small and it shoots well. This shoots well as well. But taking this is something that's very easy to epoxy onto a blaster or just to keep on you dangling. I mean, it's so tiny. And so people still might want to keep the Jolt because it is so small. You know, my thumb goes on top of it if I hold it like this. This is not the case with the Triad. For me personally, I actually will probably use the Triad more than the Jolt. Even though it is much larger, I usually would put the Jolt in my pocket anyways, or even it's just a smaller pocket that I can easily access, and I can do that with this Triad. Now, the wonderful thing about the Triad, you've probably heard it before, that it has 3 barrels, and it shoots out of each one of these barrels, not simultaneously, but individually, and it also pre-selects which barrel it's going to shoot out. Sorry, not pre-selects, but it fires out of the barrel that has the dart in it. If I put all 3 of them, it's going to first shoot this one, then shoot this one, then shoot this one. However, no matter what dart I put in, what barrel is loaded, it's going to fire out of that one. If it's the last one, if it's the first one, it doesn't matter at all. Whatever order I want to do it in, it'll shoot him, which is excellent. That's what I love about this thing. And it gets great ranges too. I did a range test, and it shoots about 58 feet was the average. And I'm very impressed with that. That's great. I love the way this blaster turned out. I love the way Hasbro made it. Interesting thing is there's a lot of people talking about whether or not Hasbro is encouraging or discouraging, if that's a word, modding. This is an excellent example of something of almost what they're trying to do. Now, I can't really mod this. I could put a tougher spring in there, that's a possibility, but I can't do anything with air restrictors because the air restrictor is the valve that actually selects which barrel actually has the dart and fires that dart. So I can't remove those, otherwise I'll basically have the plunger access to all 3 barrels at once, and it'll probably poop out all 3 darts rather than selecting the barrel. So I can't do anything with the air restrictors. All I could really do is do a seal improvement, and usually these blasters are very good with seals. I know the Jolt is a very good sealed blaster. You can sort of hear it when I sort of hold down the trigger, and you can hear the air restrictor moving back and forth, because it has a very good seal on there. And I'm assuming the same is for this one as well, for the Triad. But on the other side, even though I can't mod this, it gets pretty respectable ranges. It gets about 60 feet, almost 60 feet by itself, and I don't really feel the need to really mod it. You know, this is very practical for HVZ, the Nerf wars that I go to. You go to an NIC, nobody's going to be using this anyways. So I almost want to say that Nerf is trying to say, don't mod, we'll make better blasters for you. Or they're just saying, don't mod in general. You know, that's up for debate, but I think this is a good example of the fact that Nerf does at least acknowledge that people mod and they want their darts to go faster and farther. And they are making better blasters, or at least attempting to. So I think that's an interesting point about the Triad. But overall, it's a great blaster. I picked it up. It was $8 at Toys R Us, and me and my friend were there, and we decided to pick up 2 of them. Buy one, get one 50% off. We got this for $6. That's ridiculous. Even at Toys R Us, I mean, I think Toys R Us, they sell these for $6. So you can get something that shoots a little bit farther. It includes some elite darts, some W-code elite darts, and you can fire just one right after the other, which I think is just an excellent tool. So I really like this blaster. I can't wait to use it in combat, in Mortal Kombat. So if you see it, pick it up. You don't have to buy 2 to get one for, you know, get them for $6. $8 is plenty. I mean, that's a really good deal for a blaster like this. So yeah, this is my review again. Check out the other review that I'm doing today, the dual review. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.